I keep telling you not to do it. They're a real pain, you know?
Interesting. Why is Mitsuru thinking about Adachi? Have they even met?
You never shut up, do you? Just shut up, you little shit. Shut up before I cut you down right now.
Okay, this is just what she's hearing while she's pseudo-unconscious.
I thought you called me because you needed me. You're the one who's getting impatient. Well, I'm going for a walk. Son of a bitch, I really am gonna kill him sooner or later. Daddy, switch with me.
Sounds? No. Voices. Two voices. I hate when they put, you know, text up here before I've heard the person speak. Because I don't remember exactly what Mitsuru sounds like. A conversation. I feel two presences nearby. Oh, also, let me know, is, like, either the music too loud, or am I too loud, or how is the balance? No one's complained yet, so I assume it's okay, but yeah, please let me know, I can fix it. My senses slowly return as I rise out of unconsciousness. But before I can register the individual words being said, the conversation ends. I feel one of the presences in the room moving away.
Looks like you're awake.
I furrow my brow. The person standing before me has a different presence than either of the two that I had sensed. Red-haired young man in a Yasogami High uniform. Did a child like him capture us?
What have you done with the others? Let them go at once.
So those are your first words after regaining consciousness. I don't think you understand your situation.
I understand that I've been captured by some boorish people at the very least.
We were ambushed at Inaba Pass. We made an utter mistake. Limousine was sent over the edge with us inside, and I now find myself here. My arms and legs are bound. Someone has a taste in binding me like this, or recall a particularly lonesome memory from the past. The cross must be the cause of this immense sense of fatigue that I'm feeling in my entire body. I don't seem to be able to summon my persona, but...
Who are you? Is this all you're doing?
That was a pointless question. Even if it is, what are you going to do about it? Jump down off that cross and kill me?
I look at my surroundings. This place. The place where my companions have been captured and crucified in the past. The past where my beloved father met his unfortunate end. The top of the moon viewing tower. And this cross. Only one name comes to mind.
Is this revenge for him?
Revenge. A pointless word. What do you think of the previous performance? It must have seemed like something from Ikutsuki's own mind.
Performance?
When we were pursued, Labrys and I entered the TV world last time. A mastermind robbed Labrys of her freedom and spoke of his own evil scheme. That's right. His speech did resemble Ikutsuki's own mannerisms. That was why we narrowed the search for a culprit down to those related to eco research, and how we were able to gather more information.
Don't worry. He's dead. Not just dead, but killed. You must understand. You're a Kiricho.
Are you trying to say that we killed him? But he was...
Yeah, you kind of jumped from the building, actually. I hear something dripping right next to me. Crimson eyes lying closely behind a golden mask. White and black liquids swirls around its head. Is this a persona? Suddenly, it slams the hilt of its sword into my abdomen. The blow sends my mind reeling, but I barely manage to retain consciousness.
Ikutsuki doesn't matter. You're nothing but bait after all.
What?
I've shown them how you've been captured. How touching. Your comrades are gathering one after another.
What are you after? What do you intend to do to my comrades?
Even your calm, collected facade cracks when your little friends are involved. Don't worry. You'll all die together eventually. Not just you, but all life itself. I will destroy this world. Everything will die, and this place will be reborn into a new world. His world, where only one life remains.
His world. Preposterous. I don't know how you intend to bring this about, but I won't let you create a world like that.
This is one of the pseudo-problems with this game, is that this reveal would be really interesting if we didn't already know all this information.
I don't need your understanding. All I will do is grant a boy his wish.
Boy.
That's right. Doesn't it ring a bell, Kirijo? Your desires created that boy and gave birth to me.
What?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. I am the embodiment of your sins. Just take your time and wait.
Sho Minazuki. That name was in the report I received from Kikuno. That's right. It was the name I saw in Shuji Akutsuki's experiment data. If I recall correctly, that experiment was... A number of these pieces in this puzzle fall into place for me.
Wait!
I raise my voice as loud as I can to the boy, who has his back turned. Suddenly, I'm struck with a sensation of something being drained from my body, and my vision blurs. I desperately try and cling to consciousness. I must escape this place and stop his plan. I won't let him destroy the world, no matter what. Okay, is that another? Oh no, it's not. To be continuing. Wait, is this still her? It feels like it's been a while since I left Yukari-san and Kinkun at the Junes. No, this is Labrys. While wandering the fog surrounding the town of Inaba, I used this time to carefully review the data on the memory card Kikuno-san gave me. All these documents deal with an ergo research. Even with my calculation abilities, I won't be able to unlock the protection on that final file in an appreciable period of time. With a slight feeling of disappointment that I finally reached the entrance of Yasogami High, I stand petrified before it. The eccentric decorations and distorted school building look familiar, but the gigantic tower looming overhead dwarfs the school building. It exudes intimidation much more than when I saw it from the helicopter. I look back down the path I see, and I see the town spread out around the hilltop I find myself on. The town of Inaba has been twisted into a mind-numbing maze, sunken into the murky stagnant waters of the fog.
There's nobody around. I hope everyone's okay.
Before I can become absorbed by my emotions, my radar detects someone approaching.
I found you.
I hear a familiar voice, and I see the figure coming up the hill. That's...
Yukon? Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. I knew you'd be coming here.
Huh?
Well, that was quick. Something's not right. Yukon's missing something. I don't feel any kind of warmth from him. There's none of the kind consideration of his towards my friends and his friends. At the same time, an internal sensor begins to alert me of the presence of an approaching enemy. The message transmits itself furiously into my senses. Eliminate the target shadow.
Yukon. You're a shadow.
Not bad anti-shadow suppression weapon. Then again, I never intended to deceive you by taking this form.
Showing up looking like Yukon. What's your game, buddy?
I came to warn you. Where you are is not where you should be.
What are you saying?
Don't get so worked up. Don't you know it? Deep down, you know that you're nothing but trouble to them. If you'd never shown up, this town would have been peaceful. They don't think of you as a friend. You're just a nuisance that brought them to score.
Yeah, she's gonna believe it. Actually, she might. She is like super uneasy and unhappy with herself, and she's constantly doubting herself.
But they all accepted me for who I am.
No matter what excuse you give, you're still just a weapon. The tool can never befriend a human, and you will never be accepted by them either.
One second, guys. That should fix the voice thing.
That ain't true. That can't be.
I desperately try and deny it, but my words fail me. I am a machine, and I was created as a weapon. I am nothing but a tool to destroy shadows. There's no way something like me could befriend a people. My heart begins to crumble. I came this far, but...
What about you, Labrys? What'll you do?
I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
As my heart is about to crumble, a familiar voice echoes in my mind. That's right, I came here with the trust of my comrades. That's why I will not let myself be brought down. I love her theme.
A weapon. My body is mechanical and my heart was given to me. No matter what I wish I was, I can never be human.
Although that's actually not her theme, that's Heartfelt Cry. That is Aigis' theme. But I still love it. I love it to death.
Oh.
Yukun and I, Mitsuru-san and Yukari-san, and even Ken-kun all think of me as someone precious. I'm the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. I'm Labrys, a member of the Shadow Operatives.
I see. Since you just awakened to your persona, I thought you could be shaken up again. But circumstances have changed. Allowed to change you by force. Now bring on the ring!
Good luck, buddy. Unlike Junpei, I am really good with Labrys. Or, okay, I at least know my way around her control scheme. With that, the fake Yukun draws a sword. At the same time, 4 red pillars fall from the sky and land around us. I'm trapped. That's not our voice at all. This'll have invisible walls, just like that other time. The closed-off space will never open until one of us is defeated. In other words,
You really want to do this, huh? Sorry, but I ain't about to hold back.
Don't underestimate me. I may be artificial. I'm a complete copy.
Game audio delay. 1 second, I bet I can fix that.
Prove it to you. Persona!
No way. It can't be.
Now, show the true power of an anti-shadow weapon!
Oh, don't worry. I don't care if you're a Persona or you're a, like, Shadow, because they're both the same thing. That sounded a lot cooler in my head. Pickle, I hope I fixed it. I did delay the audio a bit, so that it, or not the audio, I delayed me a bit, so it should be okay.
Final. Fight!
Okay.
Final. Fight!
Don't knock me out. You're in trouble now.
Okay. Professionally done, sir.
The victor was no surprise.
sufficient. My objective has been accomplished.
Well, whoop-de-doo for you. Even though I fought fiercely, my body performed smoothly thanks to the recent maintenance. The fake Yukun has fallen to the ground at my final strike, and its form begins to bubble into a black ooze as it loses its form.
It really was a shadow.
The melting Yukun suddenly splits into balls of golden light. These orbs pass through the school gate and fly towards the top of the tower, looming over the school building. The sounds of our battle echo away as silence envelops the area again. Kuramaru!
Labrys-san! Ken-kun! Koromaru-san!
I'm overcome with surprise as Ken-kun makes his way to me. Koromaru had been Ken-kun's side, but he dashes over to me.
I'm so glad you're safe. Is something wrong?
Ken-kun has a worried expression. Even though the fake Yukun had been a shadow, the harsh words coming from what appeared to be Yukun's face have still left me agitated. But
I'm okay.
I won't be deceived any longer. I have to save the others and solve this case as soon as we can. Ken-kun seems to notice my resolve and nods to me.
If anything comes up, please feel free to talk to me about it. That is, if you're okay with sharing it with me.
Okay, now we're to be continued, I think. I thank Ken-kun and suggest we compare whatever information we gathered up until now. The enemy seems to be using fakes made from shadows to challenge us to fights. Ken-kun reports that he encountered a copy of himself, but he was saved by Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun in the nick of time. Thank goodness. Yukun and his friends have noticed that the strange situation that has befallen this town. I decided to tell Ken-kun about what has happened a moment ago, including my own unease as well.
I see. That must have been tough.
Yeah. I got to wondering what I would do if the real Yukun thought the same way. And that got me all scared.
It's difficult to truly believe in other people.
Ken-kun?
It would be easy for me to say that he'd never think that way about you. But people are weak. They can't help but believe in things that make life easier for them. That's only deceiving yourself, though. You need to have resolve if you want to learn the truth. Even if that means getting hurt yourself.
Well, that's a very mature way of thinking about things, but I can guarantee you, Yukun is never going to take the easy lie in order to make himself feel better. His theme song is Reach Out to the Truth.
Resolve. If you're worried about the truth, then I believe you should go to him directly and find out how he feels. Otherwise, you'll never be true friends.
Well, I would say that that is not the most important thing to do at this moment. At this moment, we probably need to be rescuing people, Ken. But good heart.
Ken-kun.
Oh, I'm sorry for being so impolite. It's easy to tell others to learn unpleasant truths, but it's more like I'm trying to convince myself.
I love Koromaru. Koromaru-san stares up at me. I feel like he's telling me what Ken-kun's saying is right. I should find out for myself. If Yukun and his friends are headed here as well, I'll see them eventually. I should use that time to...
I see. A relationship between two people cannot be formed until they speak their minds to one another. Doing so requires this resolve.
Who the hell is that? That is a voice I do not recognize.
Who's that?
We stand ready at the sudden voice. Oh, okay. No wonder I didn't recognize his voice, because I barely heard him talk ever. A silver-haired man wearing dark blue clothing steps from the shadows of the school gate. Where did he come from? My radar didn't detect him at all. Wait, I'm still not detecting him.
Who are you?
Ah, how truly rude of me. My name is Theodore. I didn't intend to eavesdrop on you. But as I wandered in search of cola, I found myself here.
Oh, that... That's great. God, this game is killing me right now.
That blue costume. Are you connected to Elizabeth?
Such a vibrant shade of blue. His distinctive clothing looks familiar. Elizabeth, the girl I met during the previous case, who also helped me remember a number of things. She appeared in my dream earlier today, too, and she said some deeply meaningful things before disappearing. The man standing before me has an air similar to hers.
My! So you know of my sister?
Labrys-san, is this person an enemy?
Well, based on Elizabeth, we don't know. He doesn't want to kill us, we know that much.
Probably not. Elizabeth helped me realize a ton of stuff, but... well, she came on a little strong sometimes.
That's putting it lightly.
Oh? Was she rude to you? She once forced me to eat a large quantity of cinnamon, and I thought my mouth was going to be desiccated forever.
Cinnamon?
Please, don't worry about it. It is merely a bittersweet page from our youths.
I see.
Oh, right. My name's Labrys. This is Ken-kun and Koromaru-san. They're my... well...
Friends.
It's nice to meet you, Theodore. We're Labrys-san's comrades.
No, friends.
comrades.
Thank you for the polite introductions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Comrades. I was embarrassed, but the way Ken-kun said it without any hesitation warmed my heart. I don't know, the term comrade to me means that you're either Russian or you're not quite friends. It's like someone that you do work with is your comrade. I do have many comrades right now who are with me. The way they interact with me naturally makes me think that perhaps I'm the only one who minds what I am. I feel like such a fool for being so anxious. I can't help but smile.
By the way, on a different subject, has anyone seen my sister Elizabeth anywhere?
Elizabeth? Nah. The last time I saw her was in a dream. I haven't seen her around here.
Oh, I'm sure she'll pop up.
Is that so? There's something I was meaning to ask her if I managed to find her. I saw traces of cinnamon along the road here, so I thought that she might have come this way.
I don't remember Elizabeth being all that, like, associated with cinnamon. Although I do think she likes sweet things. Elizabeth is here? She said in a dream that she was searching for power. If she happened to come across this town while in such a special situation, wouldn't it make sense that she would come to the tower?
Please forgive me. It seems I've detained you for too long. Please, do not be alarmed. I have no intention of getting in your way.
Oh, that's right. We need to hurry.
You do need to hurry.
Shall we get going?
I feel really sorry for Sho and all of the villains in this game, because it just seems like whenever they're in the middle of trying to do something, like ultra-powerful, otherworldly Velvet Room people just sort of show up and start wandering around and poking into things. They don't necessarily want to stop them, but they're curious, and you can't keep them out.
Huh? But don't we have to wait for Yukari-san?
Do you remember what that General Teddy said when he showed up on the monitor?
Oh. If we don't fight and win the P1 climax within an hour, the world will end.
Yes, that's why I think it's important we rescue Mitsuru-san and the others as quickly as possible. Yukari-san will be fine. Junpei-san's strong too, after all.
Except when I'm controlling him. Ken-kun seems sure that Yukari-san and Junpei-san will be alright. Is that what it means to believe in others?
Alright, let's go. See you, Theodore.
Please, take care. Still, where am I to obtain this cola?
Theodore walks away, mumbling to himself, and then the three of us head into the school building. He continued? Okay, there's more? Wow! It's a long segment. When we enter the school building, we find that the red fog has filled the halls as well, reducing our visibility. The hallways seem to go on forever, and the classrooms lining both sides are distorted. Though this is similar to the way the building had been in the TV world, the red fog increases the creepiness tenfold. The fog even mutes our footsteps as we proceed. As we walk along, Koromaru-san growls. Like that!
Koromaru-san?
It would seem there's someone inside this classroom.
Someone Koromaru doesn't like. A door reading the music room is slightly ajar, and the fog is pouring through the crack. I put my hand on the door. Ken-kun and I silently nod to one another, and I open the door, and Ken-kun and Koromaru-san rush inside to follow them. In the center of the music room is a cross, just like the ones we saw in the monitor in the helicopter. The person tied to it is Akihiko-san.
Sonata-san, we'll get you down at once.
Ken?
Ken-kun rushes over and unbinds Akihiko-san. Akihiko-san is quite weak, and he stumbles once he's released from the ropes. Ken-kun and I hold him up to our shoulders.
Thanks for saving me, Ken. Labrys. And Koromaru, too?
Sorry to barge in on you. I couldn't wait to hear your story, so I came here.
I'm glad you're so impatient. Sorry about this.
I'm glad you're safe now. Where are the others?
Ah, am I late again? Sorry, guys, my bad.
I turned around, surprised at the sudden voice from behind us. A man wearing a backwards baseball cap is standing in the music room's door.
Oh, hey, Ken and Koromaru. And, are you Labrys?
Is that actually Junpei? I feel like that's the Junpei clone.
Junpei-san, it's been a long time. I'm glad you made it here. Did you run into Yukari-san along the way?
Junpei-san? Beginning personal scan. Identified. Junpei Iori. As I thought he's another member of Mitsuharu-san's comrades since high school. He is currently listed as a member of the auxiliary staff of the Shadow Operatives. Now, if he is a shadow, an actual shadow, then shouldn't Labrys like key into that immediately?
Glad? You're glad about stealing the limelight from me?
Kenku's expression changes, and he quietly moves his spear into a combat position. Scanning subject confirmed as a shadow.
You're on to me already,
Okay.
huh? Oh well, I was gonna try to hide it anyway.
Obviously you were, because you just did.
I've never faced Junpei-san before.
Kenkun laughs to himself as he takes a step forward. Koromaru-san stands close by him. Seeing the two of them so ready for battle makes me blurt out my doubts.
Hey, Ken-kun, are you okay with fighting somebody who looks just like one of your buddies? I mean, aren't you afraid? Like, what if that's the real one?
Kenkun smiles at me. He then explains himself in a tone of voice that makes me feel silly for doubting him.
That's a silly question, Labrys-san. Even if it did turn out to be the real Junpei-san, if I'm truly being challenged, then I can never back down.
Truly challenged?
Yes. When it comes down to it, I will stand up and fight for anything I truly believe in, even if I must do so against my own companions.
Looks like you're finally learning to talk like that, Ken.
Yeah, I've got to say, my favorite part of this entire game so far is the extra character development they gave Ken. Because Ken was such a non-character before, and he's really growing, and he's really becoming a kind of awesome guy.
Akihiko-san!
Labrys, let me tell you something. Even if the enemy you face is someone you once counted as a friend, in a battle for your beliefs, the bonds formed between true comrades will never break.
Are you trying to bore me to submission? Let's get this over with already. Bring on the rain!
Alright, let's do this. With Ken! The fake Junpei-san summons the red pillars. Akihiko looks confused for a moment, but Kenkun explains the rules to him.
Selfish rules as always. Normally I'd take him on, but let me take a quick break from the fighting for now.
Poor Akihiko, I know how much it hurts him to say that.
Please rest, Sonata-san. We can handle this.
Akihiko-san smiles happily, and then takes a step back. Kenkun stands firmly in front of the shadow, and takes a position. His resolve is so powerful that this young man looks strong, even to me. But I can't forget that I'm a shadow operative as well.
I can do it too!
No, we're going to keep switching characters. I'm not going to keep using the same people forever. Hi, cutie.
Final!
Show me what you've been doing!
No! I see you have this!
Over here!
Strike! There's no escape! How's this?
Giving in is the real one.
Here goes!
Ow.
You're dodging this!
Alright, first try. That's amazing. Okay. Hello, Mr. Cool. Sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. I'm trying to limit how much I talk to chat because this will eventually be uploaded to YouTube. That's only for this game. If you ever see me playing anything else, I'm a lot more reactive. Cracks form in the red pillars as they crumble to dust, and then vanish entirely. At the same time, the form of the fake Junpei-san melts into a black vortex. The proof that we had been fighting a fake makes me feel a little bit relieved.
Are you alright, Sonata-san?
I wish I could say I was, but I'm pretty exhausted. I won't be able to call on my persona for a while. I guess that cross drains the spiritual energy from whoever's stuck on it.
That's something we never found out in the last one, when we were playing the Persona 4 one, is why are they taking spirit energies away? What are they doing with them? I know they were chipping away at the Persona essence, because that's what summons the guy. I bet this one is going to lead us to what they're doing with the spirit energy. Koromaru begins to speak up as if trying to get our attention. The remains of the shadow, swirling about the center of the room, release small balls of light that rise into the void above the room. That's kind of awkward. Whenever there's a sentence that doesn't quite flow correctly, I mean, that is technically okay, but I feel like that could have been better written. And when I'm trying to read it, I kind of run into it, I'm like, blah.
Weird. The same thing happened to the fake Yukun, too.
It's flowing up. Does that mean it's being collected somehow? What in the world is that?
There's something else that I've noticed. Everyone in Inaba, aside from us Persona users, has vanished.
I've noticed that too. They're not in coffins like they normally would be.
Doesn't that remind you of the Dark Hour and Tartarus?
Well, no, because they end up in coffins.
That's ominous. If I remember right from last time we were here, the enemy was trying to turn personas into shadows and collect their power. And we know all too well what happens when shadows gather in Tartarus.
Sonata-san, immediately after we reached Inaba, we were attacked by someone who looked very similar to Ikutsuki.
That is true, I remember that.
Ikutsuki? That's impossible, we saw him.
Yes, though I don't know if it was really him. But one of the Persona users from Inaba, Naoto-san, knew about Ikutsuki.
The detective, huh? So they're running around out there too.
Indeed. I wanted to find an explanation to this situation as soon as possible, so we shared what we knew with each other.
This is their town. No matter how much we might try to stop them, they have the right to protect this place.
Well, it's very convenient they came back here then.
Mitsuru knows that at least. Though it seems like she was trying to bear the entire burden herself again.
Oh, that's what she
They're
does.
all incredibly skilled, too. If we can meet up with them, we'll be able to solve this case that much quicker. You made the right call, Ken.
Thank you.
Ikutsuki, huh? If he's really behind this, then we're at even more of a disadvantage. Sorry, Ken, but let me make sure I've got it all straight.
Now that Akihiko-san's recovered his senses somewhat, we both explained the sequence of events that we've experienced up until this point.
So we fell right into the enemy's trap and got ourselves captured. How careless of us.
There's no time to waste here. Akihiko is far from his normal condition, but he appears to have recovered enough to be able to walk on his own. We leave the music room and decide to look for some stairs so we can head up. Since the remains of the fakes were going upwards, we conclude that there must be something above us and they're all going
By
to.
the way, Sonata-san, how have Mitsuru-san and the others been? I haven't seen them in a while.
I hadn't seen her in a long time till I got back either. Don't worry, she hasn't changed at all. If anything, she seemed even more dreadful.
I see. I don't know if I should feel relieved or worried.
What, does Mitsuru-san scare you too? She's always really nice to me.
You just don't know how frightening she can be. Try getting hit with that kick of hers. You won't eat normally for a week.
She's very intense. And that's coming from me. Now that I think about it, I can't believe she was just a high school student when we met.
She's always been a league above where she should be. Remember when poor principal was trying to make himself seem better in comparison?
If that's the case, then I'll try asking her to start being nicer to you two.
You can't.
Don't!
You don't have to get so flustered, you know?
These two have been so calm and rational when I confronted with the fake Junpei-san. Seeing them so distraught over the thought of this, I can't help but laugh. Akihiko-san and Ken-kun smile with embarrassment. Koromaru-san walks as coolly as if this were no concern of his. It must be rather difficult to have to act against one's true feelings. To be continued.